Friday through Sunday, June 11th through 13th, the Cadillac Senior PGA Southwestern Bell Classic, one of the toughest courses on the Senior PGA Tour in Kansas City, Missouri. Lee Trevino, Gary Player, Jim Colbert, defending champion Gibby Gilbert will be there, and we hope you will be too, Friday through Sunday here on ESPN. Well, the interval between Gann and Petty is 11.5 seconds. Allison is 15 seconds behind. Morgan Shepherd is 16.6, and Kenny Schrader is 16.8.
So I guess our cameras are going to be going to Morgan Shepherd, Kenny Schrader, because that looks to be the best race in the field.
Well, and they're gaining on Davey Allison, so that might be a battle shaping up.
Sorry about that, Kyle. I realize you're leading, but
we had Wally Dollar back. In fact, we showed him with a lot of smoke coming from the Keystone Beer Ford. Went out of the race. He's back out there running now, so he didn't blow an engine. Couldn't have. They won't allow you to change engines nowadays. So whatever it was that caused that smoke, and he got the caution flag. Yep, caused the caution flag. But he's back out there running.
We're hunting a race, folks. What we're doing. There goes Harry again. He's not racing with anybody.
There we go.
There's a race.
Third, fourth, and fifth.
Yep, they are definitely gaining on Davey Allison. I think that's a little bit again as it was earlier. And the hotter these tires get, the more it's going to push.
And the more that he tries to outrun these fellows, the more he compounds the problem by this pushing. Jerry Punch, what about Davey Allison?
Remember when Davey made the pit stop, guys, they thought they had a right front tire going down because the car was pushing severely in the corners. Well, we called the pit stop and we checked the tires when they came off the car, and they were not flat. So apparently it was not a flat tire. The chassis of the car was not handling well, and as the tires get hotter, as you said a minute ago, BP, the car begins to push more and more.
And that time we saw exactly what I was talking about earlier. Morgan Shepherd pull up behind Davey Allison and got the car. When he got up on the rear of it, he got the car a little bit loose. Davey had to back out of the gas.
So Morgan goes to third, Kenny to fourth, and Davey back to fifth. There is Morgan Shepherd. He started 25th on lap 120. He was 7th, moved to 6th, and now is all the way up to third. In the Citgo Ford.
We talked about cars that are missing or lost a cylinder. Michael Waltrip is in that category. The Pennzoil Pontiac, he's still out there running, but he's being shown in the 23rd position, about 7 laps behind the leader. The car looks like it's running about 7 cylinders. Let's go to the pits for John Kernans with Eddie Wood on the Citgo Ford.
Well, Eddie Morgan's just moved up to third place. I know earlier in the week you were a little bit worried about the way you were running here. What kind of adjustments have you made during the day?
We were a little bit loose to start with, and put a couple rounds of bite in. We got okay. But right now we can't catch Kyle, but we're trying to catch 33 right now.
What about fuel strategy? When do you have to come in? Do you come in early? Do you do tires? What do you do?
Kyle does. If you come in early, you're going to run faster for a few laps, and we'll kind of wait and see what Kyle does.
There you go. It's monkey see, monkey do down here in the pits.
So to speak.
I tell you what, I think I'd vote for that. Whatever Kyle Petty's doing, that's exactly what I'd be doing.
Yep. Bad strategy. They all are going to have to make one more pit stop.
But we are entering the window now. If they do stop from about here on, they could make it to the end. However, we don't expect more pit stops until maybe another 10 laps, maybe 15. Petty probably next around lap 177, Gann at 178, and Allison at 171.
You remember Davey Allison did stop about 6 or 7 laps before the others when he thought he had a tire going down.
I tell you what, Davey Allison, as badly as his car is running now, Ned, he may stop
early again.
Make another adjustment and stop even earlier this time, because he now can go almost the rest of the way. There's 36 laps to go. He can probably stretch his fuel and go the rest of the way.
And as long as it takes to go around this racetrack, you can, if you make a good pit stop, you can stay in the lead lap, which he did the last time. And so if a caution should come out in the little window between when you pitted and the next one, well, you still will be in the lead lap.
Kyle Petty's Pontiac on its way to victory here, and Pontiac has only won twice in the 30 previous races. As you can see, Kyle has led 121 and 164 laps The 2 Pontiac wins came in 1983 with the late Tim Richmond behind the wheel and Rusty Wallace in 1991. That's in all the races that have been run here at Pocono, and this is the 31st NASCAR Winston Cup event to be held here.
Kyle Petty's bored. It looks like he ought to be bored. Hadn't raced with the soul all day. Hadn't passed Davey Allison.
Yeah. Here comes Davey.
He's losing ground.
Yeah.
So I would expect him to hit as soon as he can and try to make another adjustment and get 4 fresh tires on the car.
And let's go down to Jerry Punch.
We're in the Davey Allison pit. Let's check in with Larry McGrill to see what the problem may be as the car comes by. Larry, it appears the car is going away. What's the problem?
Yeah, we picked up a pretty bad push. I don't know why it's changed like that. We had a spring rubber in the right rear. I just hope that thing hadn't come out. If that has come out, that would account for the push the car's got. But it seems like ever since we thought we had a right front tire back on lap 137, it's had a pretty bad push.
Would you opt to make your final stop a little earlier and try to fix the car, Larry?
Yeah, we're going to try to get the advantage of the fresh tires, but even though on the top side of the race, it's going to put us on more laps on our tires than our competitors, but we need to try to adjust it when we get to the fuel window.
All right, so we'll watch Davey Allison to come in probably about 5 or 6 laps earlier than everyone else to try to make an adjustment and hopefully salvage a good finish.
Yeah, I would have thought they'd be in the fuel window now. What, there's about 34 laps to go, 33 when they come back the next time, so they should be able to go the rest of the way as far as fuel is concerned.
But up front, it is Kyle Petty who leads this race and has led for most of it en route to his first Winston Cup victory of 1993. We'll be right back.
You're watching exciting NASCAR action on TSN.
ESPN Speed World today at Pocono International Raceway in northeastern Pennsylvania for the Champion Spark Plug 500. And we have 31 more laps to go in this race, which has been totally dominated by Kyle Petty. He continues to lead. There he is. And here's today's trivia question. The last time that a number 42 car won on a 2.5-mile super speedway was...
Long time ago. Probably Lee Petty in 1959 at Daytona 500, the first
Very nice. Very nice. Good call. Here's Davey Allison and Jerry Punch is there.
And we mentioned it would be about 5 laps early. Actually, Davey pitting about 8 laps before the other cars scheduled to come in, but the handling problem necessitated an early pit stop. They will clean the windshield, change the tires, and as yet we have seen no ratchet to make an adjustment on the car. Right side tire's already on. They're going to go with the tires themselves only. Now a ratchet in the right rear. Take a round and about a half a round out. The right rear of the car. Left side lug nuts on. They pull the jack. Davey puts it in gear. 18.7 seconds. Pretty good pit stop, and he's away.
But he's a lap down, Jerry. Kyle Petty just went by. I said there a moment ago that he could make a pit stop and not lose a lap, but he'd gotten so far behind on the racetrack that now he is a lap down. Of course, he'll hope that it goes green for a while, and Kyle Petty will have to get under the green.
As we watch Kyle Petty, Morgan Shepherd's car seemed to be losing the handle a little bit. The Shredders went by him, and a bunch of other cars have been by him.
Well, you know, you see a lot of these guys come here in their multi-million-dollar haulers with all the conveniences of the shop carried with them. Here's how they transport the number 48 car that's owned by James Hilton and was driven today by Trevor Boyes, the old-fashioned way. And here is Bill Elliott making his final pit stop of the day. He gives up the 8th position to make this final stop. And here comes Kyle Petty as the leader comes in for what should be his final pit stop of the race. Jerry Punch, he's headed toward you.
Exactly, Bob Jenkins. Final pit stop of the day. Just 29 laps away from the conclusion of the Champion Spark Plug 500. And Kyle Petty's first victory in 1993. What should be a routine stop. No chassis adjustment thus far. 1 can of fuel going in. Jerry Swatch puts the second can over the wall. Mellow Yellow crew now scrambling around. Robin Pemberton pulls the left front tire.